waiting for us this evening. Apologize for the delay. Just wait for her. Here she comes. That's okay. Yep. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Again, thank you for your patience. Welcome to the December 14th, 2010 Town of Wareham Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. We have already been in open session and into executive and back out, so we will dispense with the roll call. I have just a couple of quick announcements that I'd like to make. First, I'd like to offer on behalf of the town employees and the Board of Selectmen condolences to our town administrator, Mr. Mark Andrews, on the passing of both his mother-in-law and his uncle. He will be out of the office for the rest of the week, just so that everybody knows. Mr. Miles Burke will be acting as the town administrator for the duration of the week. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, but I would also be remiss if I didn't thank everybody who was involved with the Christmas parade on Saturday. It was a very nice event. Everybody who participated, the Wareham Village Association for putting it together, and to the AD Makepeace Company for the donation of the lovely tree that now graces our front lawn. I also understood that there were some interesting presentations made at the Board of Selectmen Citizens Participation last week, and one of them relating to some contract negotiations for one of our unions, which was really a little bit inappropriate for that group to come forward. One of the other groups wanted to take the opportunity to express a difference of opinion in regards to comments made by Mr. Maxim at the Selectmen's meeting last week. Let it be stated that the association members do not concur with his findings. His comments and remarks relating to a vote of no confidence relative to the town administrator were that of his own and the majority of the municipal maintenance workers, and not that of the members of the Foremen's Association. So I told them that, yes, I agreed that we need to be conducting our negotiations in a proper and lawful manner, and that citizens' participation is not the place to do that. So apologize that happened, and hopefully it won't have any lasting impact on the negotiation process. Citizens' participation. Do we have citizens who would like to come before the group? We'll take the lady before gentleman, if you will, Mrs. Lindsay.
Lindsay. I'm here to thank everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm here to thank everybody that participated in Christmas on Main Street, the parade, and tree lighting. From Senator Pacheco to Mark Andrews to all the selectmen, police department, the honor guard, the Wareham Fire Department, town maintenance. Frank Bergamasco stepped in while Mark was away, and Joe Edwards, EMS, Dave Edwards, Harbor Master Gary Buckminster, Codes Administrator Miles Burke, Michael Hogan, Linda Burke, and Kim Houlette from AD Makepeace, Biffy Goulette, who donated all the hot chocolate, Chris Consoletti, Patricia Morocco, Lorna Walsh, Karen Tamagini, Jonathan and Amy Lanzinski, Alan and Sandy Slavin, Fran and John Balacco, Anne-Marie Lupino, Bob Forrest, Susan and Bernie Sowen, the Cape Cod Region Chamber, TD Bank, Frankenstein's, Gallery Consignment, Sailaway Studio, Sovereign Bank, Tyhona Village Market, the Old Company Store, the Post Office, Eastern Bank, Minerva's, and Nick, Alexa, and Lou at Piper BoS for hosting Toe Jam. We had WCTV, Gumbo TV, Wareham Week, the Courier, and the Standard Times. We had a great turnout. These are all volunteers, so please step up. We can do more with more volunteers. On Saturday, we're going to continue our raffle at AD Makepeace at the Tyhona Village Market. We have a gift basket worth $140 from Arbonne, gift certificate from Ayers for $50, a gourmet basket from TVM, a gift basket from Tara Dean, gift certificates from Chile, and a lot more. Like last year, we'll announce at the same time the winners of the parade for this year. I'll also have my greeting card line, which was introduced and onset over the Scholar Festival weekend. I donate 10% of the proceeds to the Onset Bay Association and the Wareham Village Association. So come on out and support us so we can bring more events to town. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gentleman on my right.
Good evening. My name's Chet Heisma, and I'm from Parkwood Beach. And thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge all the wonderful work you guys do. But just by looking at this agenda, I go, wow, they're going to get through this. It's amazing. And I certainly appreciate the amount of work you've done on our sewer project as well. That includes the open meeting on Saturday with Mr. Campina and Mr. Sanjanet, who tried to inform us about what was going on. And I wonder if I might ask just a moment of your patience so that I might clarify some of the issues that were presented there. I notice here on the agenda, it says under sewer business, the approval of contract 1 betterment. Do I understand, and I think I do, that the sewer department is now working on getting that approval up and running, and within a short time the sewer department will have approved Project 1's sewer?
Well, that's not exactly what it means. I'm going to ask Mr. Foster to come forward and explain a little bit about this. This would actually be the Board of Selectmen approving the betterment rate. That's what this refers to.
Okay, may I?
So not necessarily
Okay.
what you're
May I then ask
what you're thinking.
additional questions along?
Please.
Okay. The betterment assessment that the board intends to set tonight, they intend to approve?
We intend to discuss it tonight, not necessarily vote on it.
Ah, thank you very much. Okay, so then I stand corrected on that. I didn't realize that was what was going to happen. And what you will be discussing then is the betterment amount, which I understand was presented on Saturday as about $15,000 per household. And so you'll be discussing that, am I correct?
You're correct.
Thank you. And the other thing is that you're going to be discussing the distribution of the stimulus money, which, if I understand from the presentation, is about half the stimulus will go to Project 1 and another half will go to Project 2. Am I correct?
That has yet to be determined.
Okay.
Half and half or by percentage. That decision was not made.
The reason that I'm asking that is because if I understand the presentation correctly on this sheet, it does seem that the amount listed here is approximately half of the stimulus money, but that, am I to understand then that this amount is only tentative and it has not been decided upon yet?
That's correct.
And an additional point that you're discussing is the interest rate. And it may be set at 2% or it may be set slightly higher depending upon what decision you choose to make.
I'll defer that one to the collector treasurer, please.
The interest rate should be 2% is what we borrowed at. And I believe several years ago the town discussed that all future projects would have 0% above actual borrowing costs.
Thank you very much. And if I may ask just a couple more questions, please. And that's to see that I understand this correctly. The present plan by the Board of Selectmen is to issue bills for the assessment. The bills being issued this January to be due around February 1st. Am I correct on that?
That is incorrect, and I'll again defer to the treasurer collector to respond to how the process works.
The way this works, and I'm speaking basically for the assessors. The assessors probably should be the ones that you should be addressing this to. But the way this works is the sewer commissioners establish a betterment amount and a rate. Okay, if it's the $15,000 and a 2% interest rate, they'll turn that over to the assessors, who will turn that over to us, the collector's office. We'll send out a notice informing you that you have 30 days to pay it, or select between 1 and 20 years to apportion the bill over a certain period of time. That will be, if they vote it tonight, that would be committed to us. It would have to be committed to us by the first of the year, and then that would be on next fiscal year's tax bill. It's almost a year from now.
Oh, my. I see. Well, I was totally, I misunderstood completely. Wow, do I thank you for your time.
Merry Christmas. I hope you like that answer. I think everybody on Contract 1 will have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much for your information.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, and thank you. Thank you, Mr. Foster. Okay, we have one more hand. One more person who'd like to speak. Citizens' participation.
Absolutely, citizen participation. I just have a couple of questions to the Board of Selectmen. And my question...
Could you please identify yourself for the
My
record?
name is Donna Bronk,
Thank you. I knew that.
and I'm from Precinct 1. I do have a couple of questions that I have for the Board of Selectmen. I would like to know who is the Assistant Town Administrator.
To my knowledge, there is nobody that holds that title.
Okay, so Mr. Sanjanet is not the Assistant Town Administrator?
He's the assistant to the Board of Selectmen.
Oh, so that's why the building inspector is the acting person while...
The charter says that the town administrator can appoint any of his department heads as acting town administrator in his absence. And so he is appointed, it's stated in the charter, Mrs. Bronk.
Oh, that's good. Maybe they should appoint somebody for maintenance.
Maybe Mr. Gifford would like that.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for citizens' participation? All right, then. Let's go right to the, any other announcements, Mr. Cruz?
Madam Chair, we have no announcements.
Then let's go right to the bills. Take care of them.
Madam Chair, we have 6 invoices in front of us this evening. First one will be Gioso and Sons for contract number 2, project CWSRF 3022 for the period ending 10/31, estimate number 8, for the amount of $448,407.05. Yes, so moved. Yeah, that was estimate number 8. It's on the back. Second page.
Second, just for clarification. Just for clarity. This is contract number 2, project number CWSRF-3022. Is that correct, Mr.
Yes.
Cruz? Thank you. Okay, just so I have the right one. Okay, it's 448-407.05.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my second. And I'll keep my second there.
Aye. The next one is Gioso and Sons, contract number 2, number CWSRF 3022. This is estimate number 7. Estimate period was 9/30/10. Balance due to contractor, $316,797.05. So moved.
Second.
Aye. Next one, Madam Chair, is contract number 2. This is CDM, construction service for the office. This invoice number 6 is for period August 22nd, 2010 to September 25th, 2010. Invoice is $11,142.76. So moved. It's on the cover sheet. Aye.